This is a pretty big yard, and I'm solo today because Busy Bee's in school, of course. I don't think he'll actually meet me today. I have some opinions about the Spartan, and we'll talk about that when I get back in the truck. Obviously, it did a nice clean cut, but you know, it's mostly weeds, and the grass is just starting to come in. So there wasn't really anything to try to stripe or anything like that. I'll go ahead and put this blower up before I grab the mower. But anyway, there it is. Looks nice. So for today, I only did this one. This one right here, I don't know, I think we'll start maybe next week or the week after. I have touched base with them. And then that one over there is gonna start next week. So if this one doesn't come in, then it'll be 2 next week. And if it does, then it'll be 3 in this neighborhood. All right, let me put the blower up. One thing I want to share with you, ninjas, is every year when I first do the official first mow, I take a lot longer than what I do any other mow throughout the season. Just because it's the first time cutting, it's got a little bit more weed eating than usual, especially in your weekly yards. This is a weekly yard. And, you know, I've figured it out, if I dedicate a little more time the first time, from there on I can just zip on through. What the heck? Not really sure what's going on. There is a blinking box right here next to the little key. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but I'm pulling it. It almost started there for a second. I don't really see why I need a choke. Maybe rev it up all the way. Maybe rev it up all the way with a choke. So if you're wondering what that was about, I filled up one side of the tank, because it's got 2 tanks on both sides, and one is completely full, and then I had a little bit left in the 5-gallon gas can, and I just put whatever was left in it in the other side. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was that other one on the other side. I don't know. And this Spartan right here has a little, where is it now? Right there. Has a little switch where you can change it from one side of the fuel tank to the other. And that way, when you use up one side, you just turn this little knob right there. So it was on the side where it got empty, is basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, nothing to worry about. Stay calm and keep on mowing. What's up, ninjas? What is going on? What's today? What's today? Thirsty Thursday. That's right. And I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that footage, what I was able to capture. But anyway, yeah, that was what was up with the Spartan. Not a big deal. Nothing too crazy. I mean, that's just my error, really. You know, one thing I noticed on this Spartan, ninjas, and we'll look again when I get to the next yard. I didn't see a fuel gauge. Unless it's digital, and it may very well be. Maybe that's what that box was down there blinking, where it was telling me it was empty. I don't know. And maybe the other side is full. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But I did not see a fuel gauge on that machine, like physically. Another thing that I wanted to point out. A couple of people have asked me about that seat. Does it feel like it wants to pop a wheelie, you know, because you're sitting down, your weight? As of right now, ninjas, no. It does not, because, and you know, as I use it more today and then tomorrow into this weekend, whatever, I'll be able to confirm that, okay? So I'll get back to you on that one. But as of right now, no. And if it stays that way, I think it's because the way they have built that seat, the way it's connected down there right in the center, when you actually sit down, it pushes the weight into the center of the machine. And it almost feels like you're just standing. If a mower is gonna pop a wheelie, it'll pop a wheelie even when you're standing. So that's the only thing I can think of as of right now. It doesn't seem like, I didn't feel like it was popping any wheelies. And in the backyard over there, there's definitely a little bit of a hill to it too. So there's your answer. As of right now, I'll concrete that as we continue to use it, but let's go to the next one. All right, we just got to the next one. Actually, it's the one here where I have 2 mowing properties and 3 accounts where I did the compost this last fall. I'll show you how they turned out. They look really, really good, believe it or not. They that compost stuff does really great wonders. But here I am minding my own business. I'm driving, you know, I'm just having a good time. I'm happy that the season's underway. I feel great. It's 70 degrees. You ever had that moment? You ever had that moment you just feel good? You're doing what you love, which is very important. And then you start getting these calls. People are, you know, texting, locking it in, wanting to get started. All great. You're like, I love it. And then you get a call and the customer loses her mind on you. Yeah, that's what just happened. I just got cussed out. So Karen, aka Sarah, or should we say Sarah, aka Karen, calls me and it's completely like flipping her mind on me, saying, where have I been? Why haven't I cut her yard? It's 3 foot tall. A lot of you who remember Karen, you'll remember we did the whole compost job. We did the aerating. She's put a lot of money into her yard. They've really changed that whole yard compared to what it was when I first picked up the yard. So where I'm going with this is, how do you contact your customers? Do you reach out to them? Do you say, hey, are we ready to mow? How the heck did I know her yard needs to be mowed? I don't know. I reach out to all of them. I haven't gotten to her yet. Some of them beat me to it, ninjas. Some of them will reach out to me. As I said, they've been texting me and a couple of calls. And so I'm filling up the schedule slowly, gradually as I'm going. So how the heck, I mean, if her yard is 3 foot tall, which we'll find out. I told her I'll be there by this weekend. She needs to chill out. But if you notice your yard is getting tall and I'm not showing up, text me, call me. You don't assume. That's like me assuming her yard needed to be mowed, and what if I just showed up? I don't know. Anyway, she lost her mind. She said, where the heck are you? It's 3 foot tall. I've got the tallest yard in the neighborhood. It's disgusting. It's terrible. It needs to be mowed. Chill out, Karen. I mean, she said it, she dropped a couple of bombs there, you know. I'm like, calm down. I'll be there. I said, I had no idea your yard needed to be mowed. So, I don't know. And a lot of people have said, why don't you drop that yard? Well, she pays top dollar. It's one, it's an easy yard. Two, she's switched from bi-weekly to weekly, which is a plus, right? That's what I've been wanting. Her yard now needs to be a weekly because of how much money she's put in it and how healthy it is, at least from what I remember. I haven't seen it this year. And, you know, how the heck do I know? You know, if I haven't heard from her probably by next week, I would have reached out to her anyway. I'm filling up my schedule as I'm going down the list. But I haven't dropped her because she pays well. She's always on time. She switched to weekly. You know, so all those things are a bonus. And she's crossed the line a few times, you know, but she seems to always come back. And I'm telling you something, ninjas, that woman, she needs to turn to God. Because that woman, the demons are bothering her, and she's trying to affect other people. I'm having a good... I told her, I said, this is not necessary. You don't need to be calling me and cussing me out and all that. She's like, well, if I had a professional lawn care guy, he would have been here by now. I'm like, excuse me, Karen. I didn't really say that, but I meant that, you know what I mean. I said, excuse me, how the heck do I know? I would have contacted you by next week. I'm going down the list. And if your yard is 3 foot tall, why'd you wait this long anyway? You should have called me 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe even a month ago. At least have one cut in there. So I don't know if she's exaggerating or not, ninjas, but we're gonna see what this yard looks like by this weekend. Hopefully I'll have Busy Bee with me, because if it is freaking that tall, I really need some help with that, because I'll be there forever. And I told her, I said, if it is that tall, I'm not cutting it low. I'm not dealing and battling all that access grass. I'm gonna cut it probably a quarter off, and then every week from now on, we're just gonna go down, down, down with the height until we reach that height that we want, which, if it's a weekly, I probably just need to cut it around 4 inches. You ever had that, ninjas? It's crazy, man. She just ruined my whole day. She just ruined my whole day. All right, I gotta go mow this yard. I'll show you. I'm not gonna record really here because it's such a small yard. I'll be done before I even set up the camera. But I'll go ahead and show you what that yard and the neighbor's yard looks like since we did the compost. Let's go. So this is the neighbor's yard, and look how it's coming in really nicely. I don't know how well you can see from the sun. Let me try to get over here in the shade. And that looks really nice. And then this is the one we're mowing. It's a small little granny yard. If some of you loyal ninjas remember, there was a big dead spot right here. You can see it's coming in really nicely. So it looks good. And the back's coming in too. It's got weeds in it, but for that, they're gonna have to get weed treatment. Well, that customer came out and talked to me, and he was really nice, happy to see me. He also just added gutter cleaning. He said, can you do it next week? I said, sure. And then he wants to do the aeration and stuff as well. I think this time he said, let's just do the front, and then in fall we'll do the whole yard again. And I'll touch base with his neighbor over here as well. So just lining them all up, but he made me feel better now. See, Karen tried to ruin my day, but old Larry over here, his name is Larry, he's a really nice guy. So I got some really good customers though. A few that are but most of them are really good people. Good people. And then that one right over there, if you ninjas remember, that's the one where we cut those 2 trees, me and Busy Bee. Grass is still not really, I mean, it looks really nice, it's coming in, but it's not tall enough to be cut. So I'm pretty sure towards the end of this month or in April, I'll be touching base with them, or they'll touch base with me, one or the other. And we'll put that on the schedule as well. So yeah, not gonna record here, but I will record at the next one. It's a small little granny yard as well. And then we'll conclude this video. So don't let Karens out there, or Kevins, ruin your day. But sometimes you'll have some crazy people. Karen needs God and some really good medicine. This is the last yard of the day, small little granny yard. I'll just record the front part here. I'm not gonna try to carry the camera all the way to the back or anything like that. I'm losing sunlight here. So this will be the last of it. And we do aerate this one and do all the treatments and stuff probably next week or so. So I'm pretty excited for that. But not tall at all, but you can see a couple of weeds and things that are coming in. This yard used to be treated. We used to treat this yard, but she did stop the services for whatever reason. So you are gonna see some weeds and stuff in there. But I'm not trying to cut it too short, but I do want to cut it a little, you know, short enough to where I'm cutting those weeds and whatnot. Anyway, ninjas, but yeah, just don't let customers treat you like crap, man. And don't let them ruin your day, like for real. I mean, this lady is she's blowing up my phone and texting me, you know, like the conversation wasn't enough. So it's just a bunch of BS. But you know what? Matter of fact, let's see, I gotta get this done before I lose the sunlight. I want to show you some footage, but I may just may show you the crazy text message some customers will send you, okay? Just got home, ninjas. Just got home, 7:30. It's pretty dark in here. Glad I got the light at least so you guys can see me. So Karen couldn't just leave it at after we talked today. So she blew up my phone, sent me a text, and I'm gonna read you. I'm just gonna read you this. This is absolutely insane. What a great way, ninjas, to start the freaking season. Nick, I swear to God, you better come to my house tomorrow to mow my yard. It's all capitalized. This is freaking ridiculous. My yard is a mess and you should have done something about it already. If you are not here tomorrow, I will. Well, you don't want to know what I will do. You are unprofessional. You will never work in this town again. I mean it. This yard is overgrown and you should have fixed it already. What is the hell? Totally misspelled that. Am I paying you every week for? Well, first of all, Karen, you don't pay me every week unless I'm there. So yes, it is a weekly mow, but it's not like she pays me just whether I show up or not. Second of all, I've already said this to you ninjas earlier. If she felt like her grass was tall, obviously it was tall today, it was tall a week ago. She should have just texted me or called me instead. What it is, basically what this boils down to, ninjas, is she just wants me to appear whenever she wants me to appear. So I'm really debating if I want to go mow it tomorrow. If Busy Bee makes it early enough out of school, then we'll go mow it tomorrow. If he I don't want to mow an overgrown yard by myself, first of all. But if he doesn't for some reason, then I'm not going to get there till Saturday. She can suck it up. But I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to put her in her place this time because this is unacceptable. See, she's one of those types of customers. She says things and then like she'll try to backtrack on it. She'll try to be like, I didn't say that, or that's not how I meant it, or she'll kind of try to mellow things out, and then when she has her little spur moments again, she'll just blow up. And we've had this last year. Her husband has even tipped me extra and apologized and said that, you know, Sarah has turned to God. What the heck ever, man. Obviously she hasn't turned to God. If you don't follow me on Instagram at SG_ninjas_official, please do, because guess what? I'm going to go ahead and share this text message so all you ninjas get to see what is out here. And for some of you new ninjas who are just getting into this business, be prepared. You're going to come across a lot of crazy customers. And in this situation, it's a crazy customer who pays well. And, you know, she does I have no problems with the money. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't had any problems with the money all this time that I've been mowing the yard. And, you know, she has her moments. You can just tell when she's not on pills. So I don't take a lot of this stuff to heart like some of you probably would, and the way I probably would when I was a lot younger. I have learned through my experiences of being in this business now 11, 12 years, that going on my 12th year, that you just have to keep it cool, stay professional. Sometimes they'll just say things to get you to lash out, so that way then you look unprofessional. So at the end of the day, and if I get there and she decides she doesn't want me to mow anymore, whew, it's perfectly fine with me. So stay tuned, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Don't want to miss tomorrow's video or Saturday, because one of these days, tomorrow or Saturday, we will be there. And I have a feeling it'll be an interesting one. Hope you enjoyed for what it is today. Crazy customer. And then the mower got stuck in the yard, but I got it figured out, so that's good. Spartan did all right. I like it so far. But again, first really full day. So I'll continue to use it tomorrow and into the weekend, and we'll see how it I'll give my final review on the mower, if not this weekend, first of next week. So
saving green.
Take care. We'll see you in the next one.
Saving green.
Peace.